Just watched the Real Brits of New York with Sue. Got the fireplace on and the kitty, who spilled a whole glass of water all over the place. Usually it's Spencer that does that. Today it was this guy. Can you see my blisters? Let's see, where's the one? Oh, there's the one on this finger. And there's the one on that finger. I made a PVC pan flute. And just by guessing of where to cut it, I have a full scale. How weird, but interesting. And I was hot gluing them all together, and something fell over, and I went to grab for it, of course, and hot glued 3 fingers together. Ah! Yeah, it hurt real bad. And I very gently stretched my fingers so I could cut between the glue between the fingers. And then I still had globs of hot glue on my fingers, and I put my hand in cold water immediately. And then I tried sanding off some of the glue with a little sander that I have. And then I just was real careful. I got part of it off. Some of it came off today, but I left some nice big old blisters, and I had Band-Aids on them all day. I did drain them yesterday with the Band-Aids today. Today was a day of decompression, basically. The baby was born Tuesday. So Tuesday night, I was with Spencer all night. And then yesterday evening, about a quarter to 11 is when they got home. And it was raining. And I had to put Spencer to bed. He actually went down and went to sleep yesterday. And I laid down in Brian's bed. I looked over at his clock. It said 10:38. And then the next thing I know, it was 10:50. So it was maybe about 10 minutes of sleep. And Spencer woke up because he heard Mama. And he looked at the baby. That baby is small. This baby's smaller than the cat. And he has little tiny voice. Like that. And I said, oh, he's talking to you. And then yesterday, Spencer was expecting all this, the baby could do this or that or whatever. And I said, the baby can't even talk. He can't talk? Stuff comes out of that kid's mouth and then all of a sudden, he starts saying, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Where did you hear that? Brian goes, well, I kind of said it. I say, oh my goodness. And then he has been so discombobulated, Spencer has been so discombobulated in the last few days that anything would upset him. Anything and everything. We were taking some lemons that fell off the neighbor's bush, and we were tossing them as high as we could in the air. One landed on the roof and it rolled down and went splat, and we were laughing and having a grand time. They were still at the hospital. And we had a blast throwing the lemons up and down, but it's like anything. Spencer could have done it all day. Me, you're about 5 minutes, after 5 minutes, it's like, I want to sit down and rest. Oh, get up, Grandma, get up. Oh, boy. So, taking care of him is very tiring. I mean, maybe if I would have had children early and they would have had children early, it wouldn't have been so bad, but I'm 66, going on 67. I'm exhausted all the time. And I've gotten used to sitting in the chair with the cat between my legs, watching YouTube. The last so many days, Ashley's last day of work was last Friday. Talk about timing. Holy cow. So I've been watching Spencer mostly on and off, and it's tiring. You forget, if you don't have little babies and children around for a long time, and your kids are grown up, you forget how tiring it is. But he's a good kid. He's a good kid, and he's smart as a whip. And it's almost like, who's the child and who's the one in charge? Anyway, I don't know how much time this phone's going to let me record, so I've got to try to make it quick. Today was basically decompression day. Spent the morning with him because baby had a checkup appointment to make sure he was doing okay after being at home. And then about 12 o'clock or 12:30, they came home and they had hamburgers and hamburgers and french fries. And Spencer had a burrito and french fries, and I had a hamburger and french fries. And Brian got me a Sprite, but he put it in a different kind of glass. He goes, "Here's your water, Grandma." I said, "My water glass is over there." And he looks at me like, "Here's your water, Grandma," because Spencer doesn't drink soda. And, "Oh, thank you for my water. Thank you for putting it in this cup." And it was really nice. We were watching Ninja Turtles, the one with Tyler Perry in it. And then Mommy was feeding baby. And Brian got all the accoutrement out for baby bottles and all that stuff. We took it out. He has to wash it. And Spencer was pushing this little car around and round and round. Man, I tell you, whatever he does infinitum. We played cars upstairs for God knows how long. Oh. Anyway, after a while, it was time for him to take a nap, and I came over here, did a few dishes, and I laid down and took a nap too. I was exhausted. Then it was time for me to get up. I don't know, did I watch him anymore? I don't know, my brain's gone. So it's 10 after 8. I'm going to have to try to hit the sack early today. Thank you to John, Jay-Z Crazy. He suggested an editing program, which I'm going to try. I'm going to look at it real good. That's not good English. I'm going to look at it and probably use it because he and I have a lot of our behaviors are similar. So I think he learns the way I learn. Or I don't, just you can tell if people are similar in actions to what you do. You can tell that if it works for them, it might work for me. So, all right, that's a lot of blithering, isn't it? Little Sebastian, big name for a little baby. Big name for a little baby, and I don't know what's expected of me. In 2 weeks, on a Friday morning, I have a hearing test. My cousin Sandy wrote me and said, Aunt Shirley, her mother, my aunt, had hearing problems where Sandy said she had the TV up loud and she had to yell at her and everything, so took her to the doctor. The doctors put tubes in her ears, and when she came to after the procedure, I don't know if they put her out all the way or what, she could hear perfectly. And I am positive that's what my problem is. I'm positive. I just wish I could get it done sooner. But then the doctor visit, just to have my ears looked at and water shoved in there for about 2 minutes, $400. Medicare took care of a lot of it, but I still owe $170 for that visit. And well, maybe less than 10 minutes. So people in other countries that have health care and they can go to the doctor in the ER and stuff like that, please don't complain. You could live in America. Yeah. Whew. Well, that's it for today. Gonna look up that, I don't know what tomorrow brings, and I don't know how much of percentage of the day is going to be Spencer time or what. I don't know. It's all new territory, and we're all trying everything out, and so far, so good. Upward and onward.